Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for today's episode of Crafting with Class. Today, I am trying out some inexpensive dies that I picked up from Amazon recently to create this thank you card for a local barista. This is the card that we'll be creating, and the apron is the die set that I purchased from Amazon. Now, I've never purchased like die sets from Amazon, so I was very curious to see how it worked. This is the die set. It comes with the apron and all the accessories. And I saw another stamp company that came out with something similar, but in order to have like all the pieces you see here, it would have been purchasing the main die set plus like 2 additional accessory set. So it was pretty expensive. Now, I would never purchase something that was a designer's intellectual property, where they took somebody else's design and as their own to make their own knockoffs. I would definitely not support that. I'm bringing in a couple of Lawn Fawn sets. The first one is called Baked with Love, and I'm using the little cupcake and muffin out of that. And this is Love You Latte, and I'm using the little Thanks steam. That is so cute. And then the cup and the bagel at the top, along with the coordinating dies for both of these sets. I'm also going to be using this Starbucks coffee stamp that I purchased a bazillion years ago at a stamp show, and then a few things I'll show along the way. All right, so let's get brewing. I have stamped and colored the images with my Copic markers, and then I've die cut all the pieces that I'm going to be using. So first I embossed from this Tim Holtz embossing folder that has coffee cups and those Frappuccino cups. I love it, so cute. I stamped it and heat embossed in white, the Starbucks stamp there. And then I also die cut all the apron little pieces. Now, I'm going to be using the coordinating dies to go ahead and die cut all these little tiny images that I'm going to be using on the apron. All right, so I have put them on and secured them, and here they are all cut out. So I cut just the middle part, the sleeve that goes on the coffee cup, and so I'm going to go ahead and glue that to the middle just to give it a little bit more added detail. I am using my favorite Nouveau Deluxe adhesive for this, and then I'll place it right on top. Just like that. So cute. All right, so then I have, as you can see, I added those little marks in the middle for just added detail. Okay, so here is the apron. Now I have to say that when I cut these out, they cut out beautifully. That was a concern of mine because, as I mentioned before, I kind of shied away from dies from Amazon just because I wasn't sure, what would the quality be like? Are these knockoffs? Like, I had no idea. And so I said, let me try. If it doesn't work, I'll just return it. It's Amazon. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is that panel that I dry embossed with the embossing folder, I'm just adding a little bit of detail with a vintage photo and a blending brush. So I'm just brushing up on those edges. I'm going to speed it up because boring, right? So I'm just going to add some color just to make those pop a little bit more. So cute. I love this embossing folder by Tim Holtz. All right, so there I have everything laid out. Nothing is glued. I'm just kind of laying things out to where I think I want it. And once I have everything laid out, then I go ahead and glue everything down. So when I put this little top pocket on here, here's where I'm thinking, it kind of blends in. It doesn't like stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and remove it carefully. And as you can see, it came off. But it partly set, but it's okay. I pulled it out, no problem. And then I could just ink those edges with vintage photo again, and then pop it back on with a little bit more adhesive, and that is better. So you can see how it pops off from the green behind it since it's the same color cardstock. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other little pockets. All right, so this, as I mentioned, is going to a local barista. I go to Starbucks every week, not every day, I wish, but I go always on Mondays and Fridays when I need it the most. So There's this barista who always, when I arrive at the drive-through, she always is like, "Hi, Carly. Is it your usual?" Yes. And just a little chat. It's so nice, because I'm not a morning person, and she's just so sweet. And so I just wanted to make a little something or give her a little something just to let her know, she's the first one to see me without caffeine. And, she's helping to keep the kiddos, safe at school by keeping me, filled with coffee. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue down the logo like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and add a little foam tape to the coffee cup right there. And I'm not pushing it down because I want to put the little steam things above it. So I want to know how much room, I need to leave. So I'm going to go ahead and get some more foam dots. Now these are like really dimensional ones, like super tall. So I'm putting it so that it can really stand above. And then I'm adjusting the little coffee cup. And then once I have it where I like it, then I can go ahead and press down. Now for the muffin and the cupcake, I'm also adding a little bit of foam adhesive to pop them up, but just at the top so that the little bottom part can kind of tuck into the pocket, just like that. And then this is pretty much the apron part. So now I'm going to go ahead and put some twine through the little holes at the bottom. And I was really thinking about, how does this go? So I just decided that I was going to leave the ends just like that, and then get another piece of twine and then put that through the top holes like this. And then I'm going to secure those top ones in the back with a little bit of regular tape, adhesive, some Scotch tape, and then with the ones at the bottom, I thought, I'll just kind of leave those kind of hanging because technically these would wrap around someone's back, right? So I'll think about what to do with those. All right. Next, I'm going to go ahead and add the same vintage photo ink to the sides. And of course, I should have done this before adding all of the things, but it's okay. I'm just putting it on the edges, but ideally, you want to do this before adding all the things. All right, so no problem though. I'm going to go ahead and add it just to around all the edges, and I'm kind of being careful around that twine not to get any on that twine. All right, so just another little touch just to make it pop. Okay, I have mounted my sentiment on the inside of my card along with the little coffee cup image, and I'm just pressing it down, and it's inside my stamp positioner, so making sure I get a good clean image there. I'm adding some glue to the back of the embossed panel that I ink the edges to, and then I'm adhering that to an A2 card base. All right, now I can go ahead and put my little apron on, and I am going to use some foam adhesive. So I'm adding that to the back. I'm going to go ahead and remove the liners, and then I'm going to attach that to the front of the card base, just kind of a little bit at an angle. All right, so there it is. And so now with those little ends, I decided that I didn't want them just to hang there. I'm just going to kind of place them, but so they look like they're kind of there naturally. So I'm staging this. All right, so I am going to go ahead and put that little top of the loop, all loopy like that. And then I'm putting the same thing on the side, strings or apron strings, just like that. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue. I'm holding it down with my finger just to let that glue grab onto the apron string. And first I'm going to go ahead and kind of place the string how I want. And then once I have it how I want it, then I'm going to put the little drop of glue. All right, finishing touches. I'm using these little coffee bean shaker bits from Trinity Stamps, and these are little coffee beans, and it also comes with the little coffee cups, but I'm not using those for today's project because they don't match. So it's okay. So I love these little coffee bean clay bits. They're so cute. So once I put them where I want them, then I'm just going to pick them up with my crystal katana and I will glue them down with my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive. And these little details I just love. I love these little details on cards. And there, I am finishing up those. So cute. Love, love, love. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up any excess glue, and this is the finished card. So there's the little apron, and I totally forgot to put her name at the top, like the very, very top part. Oh, so I'm so bummed. But here's what the inside looks like. And now, if you remember, I have a bagel that I did, but I forgot, but I did include it here, just so it wouldn't go to waste, because nothing goes to waste in Studio K. So this is the finished card. I hope that you enjoyed looking at the process, and tell me, my question for you is, have you bought dies from Amazon, and what did you think? What has been your experience? I really, really liked how they cut. The details were great. So yeah, I had a very good experience. So I think I'll be looking for more. All right, friends. As always, thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing. I hope that the new year brings you lots of lovely crafternoons. Take care, stay well, and we'll see you in 2023. Until next time, bye.